This is TWiT.
I have 3 teens, and they will tell me some of what they do. But what made me think about this was a day or two after our show last week, the news broke about the Facebook Research app, which was the app that was targeted at teens, 13 to 35-year-olds.
Yeah.
And you had to, you gave permission to.
They would give you, what was it, $20
a month
in gift cards a month to do this. I mean, there was an acknowledgement that you were trading something of value, your whereabouts, and it was obvious what Facebook was looking for. It was not personal information about any given teen, but really how young people are using their phones so that they could figure out what company to buy next.
Yeah, they were doing the same thing I was doing this week, which was trying desperately for someone to tell them what other teens doing. Don't
you wish you'd had an app?
Yeah, so my kids did tell me something, and I did some research, and I used Common Sense Media and various other sites. And, then what I did was confirm, like, there's the first app that we're talking about, Lipsi. I confirmed this, and then my kids were like, oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Lipsi.
Lipsi. So
Lipsi.
Yes. So this is just another one of those anonymous feedback apps, like Secret or Whisper and Syrah. Like
these were and Yak. These were all really controversial. In fact, all went away because people were bullying on them, and it was a problem, right?
Yeah, and I think it's going to continue to be a problem. I did install this one, Kevin. What I told Kevin was I didn't go through because some I just felt too creepy. So this is what Lipsi looks like. It's a free app. I have no messages, and I can make a profile, so I could add my picture there if I wanted to. I can also go into ghost mode. So if you're just a lurker and you just want to see what other people are commenting on other people, you could do that. Or what you can do, if you are an adult egoist or a teenager, you have your Lipsi link, which looks something like lipsiapp.com/Megan242. And then
is that your actual Lipsi link?
That's my Lipsi link. So you could share.
You're going to have a bunch of new lip friends.
I thought of doing this on Twitter earlier just to see how it worked.
Do they have a lip lock feature?
Yeah. Yeah. This is a lip. They should call it lip lock instead of.
They should. Lip lock would be funny. Okay.
And then, so what kids do is they'll put that link up on their Instagram or their Snapchat,
and then you can follow.
Yeah.
So should I get on this? I mean, is this good? Is it very teeny focused?
Do you want to, it's very teenager. It's for the young and the bold.
I'm young and bold.
I'm neither.
In my mind.
So I could make it cute, Lipsi, add a little monkey. Oh, I have to buy that. So, a good thing a teen, $1.99 to purchase the monkey icon. That's a little bit silly because I could just add my own picture.
$2 for a monkey icon? Wow. I know. Now I understand their monetization strategy.
This is a lot of these apps do this. It's like, do you want to be fancy? Like, it's no different than we were teenagers. I'm sure there were like the Jordache jeans of your generation. Like that. These are the Jordache jeans.
You got the look. So I think what it is Fortnite is inspiring a lot of this because teens, Fortnite is a free game.
But then you buy fancy clothes.
But then you buy
and outfits.
I have a new theory, by the way. You saw that Marshmello had a concert on Fortnite with I think it was 100 million viewers, which is a remarkable number given that that's how many people watch the Super Bowl on Sunday. I think that's going to be the next Facebook for teens. Because this is why Facebook's so scared, isn't it? They know that teens aren't using Facebook.
Right.
Your teens don't use. Do they use Facebook?
No. The Instagram.
Yeah, see, that's how Facebook kind of kept a foot in the door.
Yeah.
They bought Instagram for $1 billion. They bought WhatsApp for $24 billion. And so they're clearly looking. They tried to buy Snapchat. They couldn't, so instead they just killed it. Do you teens use Snapchat?
Yes. It's very interesting because I don't know if this is, this is just based on my experience of my teenagers. My daughter, who's 2 years older than my boys, loves Snapchat.
2 years is a huge age gap.
It is because there were no stories. There was nothing, like Instagram didn't have the story features.
Yeah.
So my boys only use Instagram, and they use many of the Snapchat-like features.
Yeah,
of Instagram.
that was Facebook's brilliant thought. Is we'll get the so the question of the Facebook reason they put that VPN app out, and the question that they're asking is, well, what is the next huge threat coming our way? We got rid of Snapchat, whoosh, that was dodged a bullet. Bought Instagram and WhatsApp, whoosh, dodged a bullet. I think Facebook by Fortnite. I'm honestly thinking that's going to be the next place teens hang out.
Yeah, or Microsoft.
Do they use Lipsi in lieu of Snapchat or with Snapchat?
So it's like a little add-on. So it's not necessarily the same kind of community. They use Snapchat to send. It's mostly private messages. Like I don't know a lot of my kids.
That's the point of Snapchat.
Well, they don't do stories.
Oh,
Snapchat
stories
were the public thing. I don't know a lot of young kids who do. They're getting more private. Like they just know.
They are so smart,
right? Anything that goes out there. So it's a lot of one-on-one messages or group messages.
Do they understand that Instagram really is Facebook? That the same information that you're giving to Facebook, if you give it to Instagram, you're giving it to Facebook.
Yeah,
they do understand.
My
they
kids
get
understand that. I don't know. I mean, some adults don't get that. I don't think.
Oh, a lot of it. Pew did a study a couple of weeks ago. They did a survey of just about 1,000 adults, and they found out that I think it was 74% of the adults didn't understand that Facebook collected information about them to tailor advertising. They didn't even know that. Mm-hmm. And they were shocked, I tell you, when they went to the Pew researcher said, well, let me show you the page where Facebook says, here's what your interests are. They were shocked.
Yeah.
What? This? What? How?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So that's adults. I bet you teenagers are more savvy.
Yeah,
I hope they are.
I think they, in some things, they're more savvy, but they also still have this.
But they don't care.
Prefrontal cortex
because they don't have
going
it.
on.
They don't know
have it.
Yeah.
They still their choices are just going to be different because of that.
That's it. Do you think your kids are different because you're their mom? They know a little bit more about this.
I think they know a little bit more of it because I'm their mom. I think they have to be smarter about things.
Because they're trying to get around you?
Yeah. Like, I think the most important parenting technique I have is that I pretend to know
ignorant.
more about technology than, no, I pretend to always know more. So then they're always on their toes. So my advice to you.
Oh, yes. Moms have done that for years.
Yeah, exactly.
I have eyes in the back of my head. Don't you forget it.
That is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I am on the Lipsi app is the same thing as I have eyes on the back of my head.
So again, Lipsi is kind of similar features to Snapchat, but different.
It's only so you go on there and then you can say I would put my Lipsi link up there and I would say, hey, what do you think of me? Or do you think I'm pretty? Or
God, this is a recipe for disaster.
But this is the way they all
honest thoughts.
And then so someone can say, you're ugly, you're hot, you're stupid, you slept with so and so.
This is just a recipe for disaster.
And these apps keep coming. And it's the same. You know what?
Teenagers want this. I remember wanting that when I was a kid. I wanted to know what people thought of me.
Right.
And then I found out, A, they're not thinking of me. And B, when they do, it's horrible. So C, stop. But you learn that's called wisdom. You learn that as you grow up.
And there's no app. Like for me, it was three-way calling. I remember when three-way calling was discovered, and I was probably like 12 years old. Yeah. And we would, I'm going to call Sarah, and she's, I'm going to ask her what she thinks of you, Jody.
Yeah. Does
do you
like me?
Jody? Exactly.
He likes you. He wants to. Yeah.
It's biological. Teens want to know. They're trying to figure out who they are. They want to know. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not trying to raise a bunch of snowflakes. Like I think
it just seems so dangerous to actually find out what people really think.
And your
maybe that's
feelings
just me. Maybe that's a personal problem other people don't have.
Right.
Maybe most people.
Your feelings are going to get hurt, and that's okay. But I just think, that's how you grow. But I think if you go on your kid's Instagram or Snapchat, you see this Lipsi link, it's time to have a conversation about what that means.
This is something that people think about because there's been a series of movies. There's a new one that just came out about people who can read minds and know how other people are thinking about them. And that's fascinating to us because we really would like to know what are they thinking. And I'll just tell you, as an older adult, teenagers, most of the time they're not thinking about you. They're thinking about themselves and what you're thinking about them.
Right, exactly.
That's why they're on Lipsi.
Another app exactly like Lipsi, Tellonym. It's Tellonym. It's find out what the world wants to tell you.
Oh, Lord.
It's basically the same thing. They have 10 million monthly users.
Jeez
Nothing
Louise.
to laugh at.
So you go on there and you say, do you think I'm pretty?
Yeah.
And then people, are they honest? I guess they would be.
Well,
they're anonymous, right?
They are anonymous, or they don't have to be anonymous. So, but that's another issue too. So like say I'm the most shy girl in, the sophomore class and I never talk to anyone, but a boy, asks me and I'm like, this is my time. I'm going to tell him I think he's cute. and
You're telling them,
and not be anonymous. So like there's that. I mean, but that's how you grow as a human, by walking up to the boy and saying what you think to them.
And their pitch, as I see as we scroll through the website, is that this is honesty. That on Instagram, and this is really a drawback of modern, so most social media that's public, is you show your best self. You show the angles. You show, you want everybody to feel bad, basically. and they say, no, this is where you tell the truth.
Well, that's what
dangerous.
Lipsi is. That's what Tellonym. That's what Sarah. Remember Sarah, which was bought by Snapchat. Same thing. Same concept as.
I don't remember
They were
Sarah.
bought by Snap. Their idea was like, let's all be honest with each other. Let's get feedback. Let's ask questions that you might not want to ask your parents. And that is so honorable. And I love the idea, but it usually does not work.
Well, it's ripe for misuse and abuse.
Yes. But
I mean, I think the theory is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, these companies also, they want to be bought by Facebook. They want to be bought.
I'm sure that at least 90% of these startups are saying, what could we do?
Yeah.
And that's why they are free, and they really are all about volume, because they're just hoping that what made Snapchat so valuable and Instagram so valuable and WhatsApp so valuable is that Facebook was bidding against Google for them, and that they drove the price up. Clever, Google. Clever move.